Auto Obsessed here. In this video, we're going to show the technique we use to clean exhaust residue from the back end of a vehicle. What is exhaust residue? Well, it shows as a dull brown coating. Sometimes, if it's really bad, it almost looks like sludge smeared on the back of the car. This is a white car and the exhaust residue is really obvious here. So what is it? Where does this stuff come from? When the car is running, you've got hot exhaust gases, dirty condensation and water vapor, some carbon, and a small amount of unburnt fuel coming out of the exhaust. And all that is coming up from the tailpipes and sticking on the back of the car. And over time, like we have here on this car, it builds up into this brown residue that doesn't wash off with a conventional hand wash. You're looking at this white M3, which was previously ceramic coated, and even after it's undergone a hand wash, decontamination, claying, and a second complete hand wash, and the exhaust residue is still there. This residue doesn't come off without a special technique. So as you can see, the exhaust residue is covering the entire back end of this car. And even though we did an extensive decon, it didn't even budge it. So we have to tackle this a different way. We're going to use the Obsessed Paint Clean. This is a pre-wax cleanser, so it has a cleaner property in it and also a mild abrasive. Very easy to use. You can either use it by hand or by a machine. To apply it, we can use a microfiber towel, microfiber applicators, foam pads, so a few different ways we can use it. So we'll go ahead and we'll try a little area here by hand. So I'm going to use an applicator for this one. So you don't have to apply too much pressure. And you can see it's taking it off already. Okay, so this is coming off quite easily here. We just buff it off. Okay, that worked quite well here. Some of these other areas, and even here, we're getting more, it's quite a bit thicker or quite a bit worse, so we're going to have to use something a little bit more aggressive in that area. On the badging here, you can use a microfiber. The Paint Clean works quite well for this. If the badging is too far gone, it isn't going to help too much, so it just depends on how the vehicle was maintained and what type of residue is on there. It could be salt, calcium chloride, or the exhaust residue, so it just depends if it's already damaged the chrome or not. So this, I'm just using an edge of the microfiber. And I can see it's coming off quite nicely. And depends on how bad it is, you might have to do it a few times. I'll put a little bit more product on. It's a little hard to work with because the badging is round and it's got a few intricacies to it. It's catching the edge of the towel, but there isn't really a lot you're going to be able to do, so you got to clean it or replace it. Okay, so the first round it came off pretty good, but we are going to have to do it a couple more times. You can see it's already quite a change, but there is still quite a bit of pitting on it. Some of that's going to come off, some of it's not. So around the badging, this is an area too, I'm going to use the microfiber towel because it's a little bit hard to get in with an applicator. So I'll just get as close to the badge as I can. Okay, and you can see that's doing quite well. So it got in there pretty close. If we have to do the bigger areas, here's where I'll use a applicator, a little bit bigger. We can also put a little bit more evenly pressure on it. Okay, and that's coming off relatively well. Okay, so it's coming out quite good. Okay, so we're dealing with a really big area here. There isn't much other than where the license plate frame was. There really isn't much that doesn't have anything. So using a machine in this case is going to be a lot quicker and it's going to cover, you know, a bigger area a lot better. So we'll go ahead and use the machine now. It just needs a little bit of product, soft pad. Okay, we're getting some really good results here. We're definitely going to have to be using a combination of doing some by hand, applicator, and also using the machine. We've got a big area to cover here. What we'll do is we'll finish it off, we'll use the techniques that we just showed you, and we'll show you the final results. We're all done and the car looks great. All the residue is gone. The car is bright white again. See our description for the links to the products used and for more details on exhaust residue removal for paint and exhaust tips. Please give us a like and subscribe to our channel if you want to see more content from us, and also to be notified when new videos are released. We hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.